Welcome to Big Red Leads. I'm Big Red, getting you and your business back to the black. Ooh, we got something to talk about today. Well, I mean, we got something to talk about every day, but here's where the rubber meets the road. We're going to be talking about the GPS of your life, and what is the GPS of your life? Understand, without this particular one thing, it can we don't speak in absolutes here, so let's start there. Make sure we get that little disclaimer out there. We do not speak in absolutes. I might have to type that in when I edit this. But anyways, we do not speak in absolutes here. Now, so this does not apply to 100% of the people in every single country that sees this. Now, I have friends all over the world, and they see this, and they comment, they send me emails and things of that nature. Big Red Leads at Gmail. If you want to hit me up and get some free consultation. Other than that, without this one thing, the GPS of your life goes bananas, leads to a cavalier lifestyle. Sometimes just not aligning with the woman of your dreams or the man of your dreams. If this is missing, it keeps you away from purpose. It also removes focus. If you do not have this, if you do not have this one thing, it removes focus, determination. Now, I'm not saying that you can't have a little bit of focus. I'm not saying that you can't be determined. I'm not saying that you can't be resilient without this thing. But if you have this thing, it gives you the destination or destiny of your life. What are you destined to do? If you have a destination, you know where you're going. You know what your purpose is. You know how to stay focused and on track and not be distracted by social media, craziness, dating, all these things that block your blessings because you are too busy being distracted by the test that God or the universe has put in front of you. What are we talking about today? What are we talking about today? Has anybody guessed yet? Type in the comment section if you at this point in the video if you know what we're talking about. It's one thing. It's one thing. Now, everybody from gurus to pastors to preachers to elders have spoken about this. Here's the problem. A lot of young people don't know what this is, or it has not been talked to them about that, about this one particular thing. Have you guessed it by now? Vision. Vision. A vision for your life. We are talking about vision today, and how important is vision for your life. Please understand this. A man without works is not a man. A man without works and a vision for his life should not be dating. Should not be even considering marrying a woman. I say this to the ladies in my life. I say this a lot. If a man doesn't have a vision, you shouldn't be marrying him. And I'm going to say that to all the women who watch this. So understand where I'm going with this, ladies. Now, can a woman have a vision? Of course she can. Of course she can. Now, we're not speaking about the independent women and all that. I don't want to hear none of that. Y'all take that over there, some other channel. We are speaking about the people who are aligned with your vision as a man. A man without works will perish in his own regret. What works are you putting together? What is your vision for your life? Now, throughout your life, men and women, the universe and God will give you breadcrumbs, little nuggets along the way to let you know what your vision is or what arena you need to be working in to cultivate the skills so that you can actually focus and determine which direction you're going in. That way you're not distracted by the nonsense. It's a horse with the blinders on. I'm running my race. What pace are you going to be moving at? Vision gives you all of this and then some. You are disciplined. Why? Because you know where you're going and you don't have time for the nonsense. Why? Because you know where you're going and you do not have time for the malarkey, the craziness, the insanity that is going on in the world. There's no way to get around this. If you don't have a vision, understand you are living a cavalier lifestyle. Now, my grandfather used to say this, and one of my uncles says this all the time. Oh, you just out here living a cavalier lifestyle. You just wilding out, huh? You just having a good time? Oh, yeah, we going to the club every night. Now, as a young man, all these little nuggets that my elders were giving me, I overlooked them. However, I stepped into as many fields as possible. Not necessarily to become a master of all these things, but an understanding of how the world works and how to work this system, how to understand the psychology that comes behind the people who are working in this field, to get a better understanding of where I need to be. That's why I am successful. But here's the beauty of this. It's not about your successes. If you have vision, it's about the value that is put within you. The value that you bring, the value that you have amongst yourself. People talk about, well, his aura or it walks in the room before I do. My presence is that. Just as I know several men and women who fall into that, when they walk into a room, the room stops for a brief second because the energy's changed. This person is successful in their own right. However, they have vision for their life. They know what they're going for. They know what they're striving for. I'm here for a reason. I am here for a purpose. Now, I'm not sitting up here telling you, if you do not have your vision, that your life does not have significance. However, once you've tapped into it, it's like a reset button, or it's like a refresher course in life, because everything that you're building up to this point, now you have a direction to go towards. Oh, I have a vision of what my life could be. And what a vision really is, a vision is something that you can see that will change the circumstances of your life long term. I'm not going to go out here and go buy another house if I'm not prepared to do it. Do you understand what I'm saying? My vision is going to tell me no, because it's disciplining me and understanding that this is what I have to do. I need to get my credit in order. I need to have enough cash to go buy the house outright. Now, if I'm going to do that, now, I'm not telling you to go buy a house, but do you understand what I'm saying? Vision gives you all these things. Without it, most people are lost. Now, what I am going to say to you is this much. For my people who have doubts about this. Now, I would say 2-3 generations ago, you could go without a vision. But as a man, you had to have works. Now, I can't speak for your family, but I can speak for mine. My grandfather works. Now, does he have a vision necessarily? No, he wanted to provide for his children and his wife. And he did that. Doesn't mean that you can't have a happy, sustainable life. But if you got vision, you talk about blessings upon blessings upon blessings. Because you're going to make the sacrifices necessary, and you're disciplined and focused on the one thing that's moving you in that direction. This is why this is the GPS of your life. Most people don't have a GPS, so they're just here doing things. I'm busy. Busy doing what? If you don't have a vision, you're playing. Now, how can you go about finding out what your vision is? Like I said, I'm going to say it one more time. Step into everything possible that you might have an inkling that might lead you in a direction. Now, how many people do you know that have a degree and they do not use it? At that time in their life, they needed something to keep them busy, to keep some structure in their life. There's nothing wrong with that. At the same time, if I know what my vision is, if you know what your vision is, you can actually speak this into existence and actually move in that direction so that you can accomplish the goals and dreams that you have set for yourself, because your dream will follow with your vision. They are cousins. Purpose is the uncle that is looking out. Your purpose comes right along with your vision. Why am I here? Talked to a young man a couple weeks back. Simply told me that going into 2023, he wanted to make more music. And all I simply told him is, if that's a part of your vision, so be it. Let's make it happen. Now, for those of you who are still doubting at this point that vision is this important, understand, you don't get focused. Like, when I say focus, I'm not talking about you pay attention for 2 minutes and then you leave it alone. No, you are focused because vision is going to open up the door for you, gives you the keys to your purpose. It's going to give you the determination and the understanding that with my focus and my determination to get this done, I'm going to make the sacrifices needed so that I can create a lane and drive on the road that is my purpose and my vision to get me where I need to go. And your vision is the GPS that keeps you on track so that you don't take a side street. You don't take a side street and go or get off on some exit that's leading you to, but nothing but destruction and pain. Yes, you're going to have struggles. Yes, you're going to have challenges. Yes, you're going to have difficulties. But understand, with a vision, I can actually speak this into my helpmate, my partner. And if she's aligned with it, then guess what? I have someone to help me along while I'm constructing and building this empire to make it what it should be. Something that is going to change the trajectory of my family, my community, and not only her life, my life, but our children's lives. When I say the whole family can change from this, that's how powerful a vision is. Do you have vision in your life? Do you know how to go about seeking this out? Are you listening to the notes and the music of life that's giving you little clues and inklings? You get the feelings when you're doing something and it just feels amazing, and I want to go this route, but I got to handle this over here. How many times has the universe and God given it to you right there and you had to go do something else? Because, I don't know, your circumstance you might have been in a difficult circumstance in a situation to where, well, these bills got to get paid. I get it. It happens. It happens. Gentlemen, do not interfere in someone else's life if you don't have your vision. You can't get mad at a woman who comes and she's aligning with your vision, or better yet, she has a vision for her life. I see this too many times. I'm 40 plus years old, and I'm going to tell you right now, I've seen this from people 60 all the way down to 20, especially young men. I'm speaking to all men, but especially young men. Why? First of all, if your partner, your helpmate, comes along and she's fully equipped, and she's aligned with the vision, 9 times out of 10, you're not ready. Why? Because the insecurities that you have not resolved in your life, maybe you got mommy issues or daddy issues, whatever it might be, you haven't resolved those, so you take it out on her. Or if you're moving without a vision, you take it out on her because you're not living in your purpose, you're not living in your truth, you're not moving in alignment with the vision that has been placed in front of you several times throughout your life, but you're not moving towards it. You're just working a job, paying bills, eating, going to bed, rinse and repeat, and you're dissatisfied. You're not satisfied with the life that you have. You don't like the car that you drive. You don't like the clothes that you're wearing. You don't like where you live. So you take it out on her. And then when she asks you and questions you about what we are doing and where we're going, you get upset. Needless to say, I'm calling you soft. With a capital T. It's not your fault, but it is. Because hopefully by the time you have this vision, hopefully you've worked out the kinks. I'm not saying there's not going to be challenges and obstacles that are going to step in the middle of this. Because you're going to be tested. That's okay. Understand what that is. You're going to be tested. Why are you being tested? Because here's the beauty of the vision. If it's your vision that's been placed in front of you, you're pursuing it, it's going to see how bad the universe and God are going to see how bad you really want it. Because what's awaiting you at that destination, your destiny, what is awaiting you is something so powerful, so beautiful, so like there's so many things that I could sprinkle on top of it just to make it, just to have the seasoning popping and it's sizzling and it's ready for you, just for you. This woman was made for you. She's fully equipped, but you don't know how to operate the equipment. You don't give her nothing to do. You don't give her anything to do that has everything to do with your purpose and your vision. I've seen it at least just friends of mine relationships and even my own past relationship fail because there was no alignment. These people and individuals were not equally yoked. They were not ready to ride together. I need my ride or die. What? She might not be. And what happens to a lot of men, it happens to a lot of men. But she's beautiful. She's got everything I want. Yeah, I know she's pretty. Yeah, I know she's smart. I know she's educated. And she's got a lot of great things going for her. But she's not for you. You don't have a vision. Where are you leading her to? What life are you leading or providing for her? That's a real situation. It happens too often. And the problem, I ain't going to call it a problem. I'm just going to call it what it is. The situation today for young people, I was talking to my niece about this not too long ago. The situation with young people today is they live and have grown up. I'm talking young people. They have lived and grown up in a hookup culture. They seem to think that that's okay. Now, you have two total opposites of the spectrum going on in that generation alone. You have the ones who are so uncomfortable around the opposite sex that they don't talk to them. And then you have the ones who, I'm just going to get everything possible from the opposite sex. And it's no big thing. They're living a cavalier lifestyle because there's no discipline. There's no focus. And there's no vision. So, I hope this message helps today. Maybe you need to realign yourself before you go getting into a relationship. And better yet, you can come into your vision at a later age. As long as you've kept yourself in good enough shape to physically pursue it. I hope that you have. It happens. A lot of the most quote-unquote successful people in the world, they didn't step into the vision until many, many, many years later. We're talking people well over 40. well over 50. So, whatever that is for you, use the GPS that is your vision to build the life that you want. If you don't have it, try as many things as possible. Because once you get aligned with it, once you understand what it is, everything's open for you. Sky's the limit. Truly. Love you all. Hope this message helps. Like, share, definitely subscribe to the channel. If you got any questions, you can hit me at bigredleads@gmail.com. Now we can set up a free consultation. We gonna get these men in line. Ladies, you keep doing what you're doing, but understand, you should have a vision for your life as well. We're not gonna get on y'all today, but y'all know what I mean. Love you all. Have a great day. Like, share, definitely subscribe to the channel. Hit the little notification button to get more of this information.